55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Play action now. Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st and 10, Winston. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. Finding room at the 30.
Come on, fellas.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on second and 8. Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Right here, right here. Double time. 3 down.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That's going to set them back 5 yards. A bad false start penalty there. Now second and 6. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Single.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bears have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Flushed out right. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Jameis now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot or running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Winston, complete. It's Henry. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
1st down, Winston. Got him in. It's Brown. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready, black 22.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at the 3. And a a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Pick it up. 180. I got you. I got you.
On 1st down, Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Come, 180. Red, come. Team showing up. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Yeah. 57's the mic. 57.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Trubisky now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Get the ball. Hey, check mark.
Throwing, Winston. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Winston. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Let's see what you got.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Got a man, that's Richie James. A gain there of 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The first down throw for Winston. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with him. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
1st down, Chicago.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They try again with Cohen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
3rd and long for Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return is Cohen. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Rams' 25-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch out. Tight and right.
Now Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But now it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back. He
wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the toss, Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Winston now. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Winston. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You got to get this stop here, D. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Winston sneaking it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big time.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Cohen. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call, and they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, alert. He's got to double up.
On first down, Trubisky. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home,
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trubisky will throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Trubisky keeps it himself, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, and pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead, he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now Trubisky to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel, and it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Check back. Two times.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. Black 45 behind. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 9. Shift! Watch the shift! Let's go!
Oh, design run for their wideout. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Shift! He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here to tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
From midfield now on second down. Trubisky being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
I'm going to come back to you.
Trubisky to throw. This is Gabriel out on the left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky, he finds Robinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. This from 52, and this for the win. I think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. One play.